Howdy, Ayebawl here, and welcome to another episode of Factorio with Arumba's Angel plus Bob's Mod Pack. So I know that's really late in the game, but I'm starting to finally set up bronze and aluminum, which is pretty much the next step after lead and tin. So bronze isn't too difficult. Um, it takes zinc and copper, and in order to make zinc, you need sulfuric acid. Now, I don't think you actually need zinc for anything else, so just pretty much have the zinc being fed straight into the bronze. So I set the zinc to be offsetted by the aluminum, so it can just be two straight lines. And with the aluminum die goes straight into the aluminum. I believe you need the aluminum die for something else, but for now I'm just going to turn it all into aluminum plate. Aluminum die, I believe, takes sodium hydroxide, something or other, which for right now I have tons of, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up using all of it right now, making the aluminum plate. So I got bronze on the belt now, and now I got aluminum plate. So I'll put these underneath the tin and lead line, and I'll move the coal stuff down to the next set of 4. And to make more room for all the new ores, or the new processed ores coming through, I'm going to need to move some of these factories out of the way, or some of these assemblers out of the way. So I'll put the armor-piercing ammo assemblers just north of the belt line, along with the repair kit. That storage chest, or storage warehouse, is going to move too. So I wanted to move some of the other assemblers away from the front of the bus line as well. So I'll quickly just grab copper and steel, initially thinking power poles. And then I also run the iron plate down for the belts. So I'm taking a quick look about what was being produced over here so I can copy it over there. But I don't do it by blueprints. I just set it up. Take advantage of the manipulation of the inserters. So there's red and yellow belt. And there's the two types of iron poles that I utilize mostly. I also needed to make sure that I was still creating gun turrets so that if any of them get destroyed that's on the wall or defensive wall, the construction robots can replace them. And since I was making Mark 1s, I was like, well, I'm just going to make Mark 2s as well, because all they need is steel. Actually, no. The reason why I was making Mark 2s is because Mark 2s is what I'm actually using on the defensive wall. That's right. And also the sniper turret. So now that all those have been built, I can move all this out of the way and repurpose the area. I thought about moving this as well, but it just wasn't really necessary right now. Figure I'll just do it later. So I repurposed the robot assemblers for the Mark IIs in preparation that I will be going through all the robot ports and picking them up so I can collect all the Mark 1 robots so they can be put into a chest to be turned into Mark IIs. But I wanted to go ahead and make Mark IIs so that I will have some robots still running around fixing the base so that the biters don't get through. So I was going to use warehouses for the brass and aluminum, but that was just too much storage for them. They're not really utilized for intermediate parts, only mainly final product. So I went ahead and just decided to use a storage chest instead. So the aluminum I felt was not making enough. So I went and doubled it up. And then that's when I realized it wasn't the factories, it was the input of the sodium hydrocolloidate. Something like that. So move the carbon out of the way to make room for the aluminum and brass. And then I go down the rest of the line and move the carbon down to the next set of 4. The brass will be turned into brass gears for the robots, and I'm not sure what the aluminum is going to be used for. I know that aluminum is mainly for the tier 2 finalized items. So more than likely I'll just pick them up from the storage chest. Either I'll pick them up personally and craft them in my pocket, or I'll just have a robot pick up the aluminum plate and throw it into a requester chest as needed. So the coal was needed down the line, but the carbon isn't so much needed right now, but more than likely will be needed later. Is when I finally get to the next tier of the circuits. And they'll need, the next tier will need resistors, transistors, and integrated circuits. So I doubled up the sodium hydroxide, blah 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 blah, and I replaced the inserters with stack inserters, hoping that that would actually keep up with the line. And no, the alumini is just sucking it up. So that's going to have to do for now. My refining process has come to a halt due to too many red and blue crystals. So I filter the warehouse out so that the warehouse would have more space to collect them again. And then I look around to see if I have any shortages. I decided to start barreling up the saline because I was running out and I needed more. And I know that I was producing it all over the factory, just dumping it. So instead of just dumping it, I'll decide what little it does make can just be barreled up, and my factory can then use it. Then the robots can take it to wherever it's needed. So the oil and gas separation has been backlogged due to the requester chests that are over there had nothing set in them. Or the requester chests were not requesting anything, I should say. So once I reset the requester chest to request 100 barrels, the system started working again. Which is good, because then I can get more plastic, because I need tons of batteries. Eventually I'm going to have to extend the wall again to get more resources that are out there in the east, because they're just outside the wall. So I'm thinking not too much wall is going to be needed, or be needed, but I'll have to sit down and think about it, how I'm going to acquire more land from the natives. Boy, those logistics robots are hard at work. So I run around to the near robot ports and I start picking up some robots. I believe it was the construction robots first. So that those can be upgraded to the Mark IIs. Oh no, it's the logistic robots I picked up first. Because those are probably going to be the most important ones. No, it's the construction ones, because they're the ones that... Construction robots are ones that use the repair kit. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.